Listen, I don't know who need to hear this, but listen, check this out. So, where I discovered how I created the understanding of real, true communication between two people was with the one I got married to, which I got married to a man, like I said in a post once before. And I'm gonna explain all of that as well, because I have no shame in my game on what I'm explaining, because it has to be transparent. I can't be transparent and think I'm gonna say one thing and think that there's gonna be some blind shots. Ain't no blind shots. I'm gonna keep it 100 about myself all the way throughout. So anyway, being in prison, you ain't got no communication to the outside world when you ain't got no family connections, right? Which is sentimental to me. So yeah, you'll hear my voice crack. So boom. Once you start writing people from in prison out into society, all you doing is really being a genuine soul, reaching out to the world, trying to find some real genuine love that you ain't getting from your family members or anyone that you got still living on the streets. So boom, once you finally find that, like the one I ended up marrying, I found that with him, right? But the thing was, like, I ain't even gonna lie to you, it wasn't even the fact that it was a man or if it was a woman. It was just, I was just searching to build a real communication with somebody and have real emotions involved in it, right? But I always understood that it was a manipulation side game to it too, which is, if I don't send you no money, then I have to sit in there and panic, which I went through that shit. That was a playing games move, but I understand all that now. But what I understood is how to communicate, how to really be open up, talk to somebody, be vulnerable. I knew how to do that the whole time I was incarcerated, which let me know that I had everybody in prison already 10 steps ahead of them, because they didn't understand how I was able to talk to anybody and go hang out with any group of people, because I could communicate. And that was something that I had instilled in myself. So then another thing I like to add to that is so boom, I did get married to a man. And I got married to a man because he had held me down my last 4 years of being incarcerated. And he didn't know this, but the one thing I told myself was, after all the years of being locked up and he was there, I always noticed that he always said he wanted to go to Florida, and he always visited Florida for the past 20 years at that time when I first met him. So I was like, you know what? In my mind, I'm like, the best way I can give back to him, once I realized that this wasn't gonna work if we was to make it to the streets, because I started seeing all the insecurities popping up and all that stuff before I got out, I realized, I was like, boom, I'm gonna marry him, and we gonna build some shit, and we gonna be business partners in the end. Like, no matter how I gotta go, but I'm gonna keep my word. That's the only way I could repay him, that I thought I could repay him for the time that he spent taking out of his life to write me and to look out for me while I was incarcerated. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I love y'all. Have a beautiful day.